If we focus on short-term impact, we may not invest in the research that will generate impact in the longer term, in 50 years and 100 years. We need to invest in basic research, which can then be applied and develop products and processes in the future. Universities are a very important part of the economy. We tend to focus on their importance in terms of research, their importance in terms of education, but they also perform another important role, which is in terms of knowledge exchange, getting those ideas out of the university into both the public sector, the private sector, and the third sector. When we look at that, particularly that knowledge exchange role, there's been an increasing focus on technology and technology transfer. We look at patents, licenses, and spin-outs and think about how that technology can improve economic growth. What the research from the UK IRC shows is that technology transfer is important, but it's only one part of the bigger picture through which universities can improve competitiveness and growth of local and the national economy. First of all, there's a focus on science and technology. Very, very important part of universities and very important part of the innovation process. But we also see that businesses connect to academics from the arts and humanities, from the social sciences as well, and they can have an important impact on business performance and economic growth. So we need to look at the range of disciplines. Secondly, we need to look at the range of mechanisms. It's not just patents and licenses, it's often informal advice, consultancy, and many other sorts of hidden connections through which universities can improve business performance. And thirdly, it isn't just about businesses. It's also the way universities engage with the public sector and the third sector, which includes not-for-profits and charities. Well, the most important role that universities can play in innovation is really educating our students. Our students are our best means of innovation. They come with the ideas, they'll ensure that we have future ideas that will generate economic growth and competitiveness. The other important role we've got to bear in mind is research done in universities. Research that will have an impact in the future. Research that we don't know exactly what impact will be. Well, impact's important, but if we focus on short-term impact, we may not invest in the research that will generate impact in the longer term, in 50 years and 100 years. We need to invest in basic research, which can then be applied and develop products and processes in the future. If we take the example of Niels Bohr, in the early 20th century, he was doing research into quantum mechanics. He didn't know how that research is going to be applied, if at all. But again, subsequently, it was applied in the areas of energy and technology and has formed many successful products and processes. Universities in the UK are very successful in connecting with businesses, with the public sector and the third sector, but perhaps more can be done. Where we see the problems, where the constraints are really a lack of resources to manage relationships and a lack of information about how universities can help businesses, the public sector and the third sector. So we need more boundary spanning, bringing universities into connections with the public sector, the private sector and the third sector. That boundary spanning activity, bringing people together to inform successful relationships, should result in better innovation in the longer run.